We are back with Destiny 2. I don't normally do Destiny 2 videos, but this is one that honestly has been in the works for a while, man. The game is about 9+ years old now, so, or it's going to be, and we're already kind of on its last breath, you know, and I feel like we have one more year of one more expansion, which they have already confirmed that, but that's about it, man. Like, the game is kind of running its way down. I don't think they're gonna get any better than what they've already done in the previous past. So I think this game is on its way down. I know people think that the game is gonna like look up. I mean, I've been playing this game for years, since year two. So I've been on the game since year two, up until today, up until now, right now as we speak. Um, and I will have to say, this season was great. It was nice and everything. Everything is nice, man. I know there's a lot of people complaining about pay what is it called, in game, like, fucking uh sales and shit like that, where they selling stuff in the game. I know people are concerned about that, but I will have to say this. I will have to say this. This is a pay to play game. This is not a free game. There's a trial game, which the base game is free. You could say that that is free. But if you want to play the other games, they're you got to buy them just like I bought them, and just like everybody else bought them. That's what the point of it is. And honestly, I feel even happier that it's more expensive for people who have to rebuy that shit, you know, or not rebuy, but who have to buy that shit. I feel happier about that because I paid the one time fee of a $100. You know, hey, I knew what I was getting myself into. I know what I've gotten myself into for these past years. Everybody complains. Everybody does that. Hey, man, they got a good promotional team. They managed to convince these people every single fucking time that they're going to get what they want. But Bungie gets what they want. Bungie always gets what they want. You guys got to make a difference there, man. Like, people have to understand that they have to make money, you know. And people keep talking about Activision and like how they're shady, like EA and shit. Bro, they are nowhere near as shady as EA or Blizzard, doing all those shady ass fucking shits. Even with Diablo, let's not talk about Diablo Immortal now. Let's not bring up Diablo Immortal. You know, I'm just saying, it's not as bad as some of these games. I feel like people who play this game and complain about it are either gaining money in some way, and they're about to lose that money because the game is almost over. You know, there's a new game on the works called Marathon by Bungie, and they're focusing on that, man. I've been playing this game, like I said, I've been playing this game for about 9 years. Do I really want to spend more money on this game if it's not really bringing what it should bring to the table? No, I don't want to spend no more money. I think I'm good. I think at this point I am good. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all I'm trying to say, man. Like, the game had its run. It was good while it lasted, man. I have no problem with the game ending already. I'm cool with it, man. Like, I had my fun, bro. This game, at a certain point in time in my life, man, it really made a big difference because it was something that I had to do that was taking me completely out of whatever I was feeling at the time. So that's why I will respect this game no matter what happens, no matter how shitty some people think it is, no matter how shitty the game people say they feel it is. To me, I will always find a way to make the game fun to me. Like, this game is one of those games that you can make fun. Of course, if you pay the money, like, from the beginning, like, if you pay $100, you're getting everything for like even less than the price, because you're like saving yourself at least $30. Because once they put them out, they're going to be $25 each or even more expensive. Maybe 29, $30 each. So that's when it's a choice thing, man. Like if you're just like, oh, fuck it, I can't buy the other one because I only have the money for it right now for this. Why don't you just wait? Just fucking wait. Save the money. Buy it later. It doesn't matter. These seasons don't go nowhere. As you can see, these seasons don't go nowhere. They're still there. They're still there. You could still go back and do all that shit. You don't even need it right now. That's all I'm trying to say. Right now, unless you have the guns, unless there's guns in there that you really wanted or something like that, then that's more of a wanting thing. That's more of a you thing. You know what I'm saying? That's more of like, oh, you got to put in work now. You got to go in and play the fucking game now. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't play the game. A lot of people complain about guns. They complain that they're reskinning them and that they're making the same version of the same gun. That is inaccurate, very not true at all. Whoever is putting that narrative out of the guns being reskinned and all this, bro, the game has been 9 years old. There's like about, I don't know how many thousands of guns in the game, and you're not gonna play with all those thousands of guns. This is what, like, I don't understand people's logic behind their arguments. Like, some people's arguments are like, well, the game is not fun. I used to play the game with my friends and all that. Yeah, but you're complaining about something different. I'm using that as an example because I've gotten into a situation like that before. But, you know, I think that people listen to narratives too much. And because I'll tell you right now, this narrative about them, the guns being so repetitive and all this, I guarantee you that the people who are saying that these guns are very repetitive and all this and all that are people who don't even play the game at all. Like, they're not even really playing the game, bro. Like, their guns are literally sitting in the vault, not doing shit. They're collecting dust, bro, not doing nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, the real complaints should be like, well, what about the content? What about the look? What about the style of the content? Nobody argues that. Everybody just kind of follows the narrative that's being put out by these people who are getting mad because they're about to lose money. This game is about to end in like 2 years or this year, and then next year. That's it. Bro, this game has been running for too long already. I think it's about time that we get a new game, maybe even a new company. Like, Bungie's great, but from the very start of Destiny, I noticed, hey man, maybe Bungie is going to be doing some fucked up shit, you know. But I noticed that way back then. So when I bought a DLC, I knew what I was getting myself into. Like, you got to be an idiot if you don't know what you're like. You got to be an idiot if they keep convincing you year after year that they're going to be different, and then they're not different, and then you're just like, oh my god, what happened? They say they were going to do this and they were going to do that. You got to be a complete idiot to think that they're going to do exactly what you want. Like, this is a company that's making money. They don't give a fuck what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, all they want to do is make money. Every video game does that. Diablo 4 has that. Diablo period has that. If anybody's ever heard of Diablo Immortal, you would know something about games. You know, if you even know anything about games, you would know that all these games basically run the same way for years. And this game is no different. It's an RPG game with a first-person shooter. Or no, it's a first-person shooter with RPG elements. That's what you could say, because that's what it is. Its base is a first-person, and then the rest of the elements are RPG elements. And you could say that this game is almost a first-person rogue game, because you do get only 3 partners, 3 people. And, you know, in some rogue games, you can have multiple people following you, and they're shooting and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people have never played these games before. So it's like something that they don't recognize. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But the problem with that is that every person that's thinking that way is going to follow this narrative that these other people that have never played this game, that are talking about it and influencing people on YouTube, they're going to spill this bullshit out to them, and then they're just going to sit there and complain like babies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, have you never, do you not know what making money means? Do you not know that this is a company and they're trying to make money? You gotta, if you don't approve of their bullshit, then stop playing the fucking game. Stop playing the game. That's the best way that you can let them know, hey, your game is full of shit. Stop playing the game. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But people don't do that though. People don't do that because why? They settle for what they got already. They say, no, that's too big. It's unrealistic. No, it's not. Stop playing the game and that's it. Oh, but I have friends. Well, then why did you play the game in the first place? To play with your friends or because of the game? No, like there has to be some people have to give good arguments about what it is, because it seems like it's mostly opinions. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly opinions. Like they've never played a RPG game before, or not to say that they have to be a certain way. Not to say that they have to have money, in-game currency, or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying all that is wrong. All of that is wrong. But games have existed for 30 years. Subscription-based games have existed for more than 15 years. How do people not understand how this works? Like, how do people not know how this works? Like, I get sometimes they do reskin, like the whole thing about our weapons from D1 coming into D2 and us having to buy those weapons, that's fucked up. I will give everybody that idea. Because those weapons I've already gotten and I've already attained on the previous version. So I should get those weapons for free, you know, because I earned those weapons in D1. I have that argument. But at the same time, they told me we weren't going to get those guns back. So I should have already known what I was going to buy myself into. And that's all I'm saying. That people make the choices. People base their choices off of how they promote their shit. If you get fooled by their promotion, then you're the idiot, not them. They obviously it's not them, because they took your money. so how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And then if you look at the stats, bro, you look at the stats of how much population is in this game, bro, people like this game. It's just people don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that this game there's actually people playing this game, you know? And people is like, they don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that, hey, maybe Bungie is doing something right, but we just don't know how they're doing it. Of course not. Of course not. Why would their PR team tell you exactly how they're going to promote this shit for you? They're not. And honestly, I work, man, and me and my brother, we do DJing and stuff like that. So I know what you have to do to make money, man. Like, I know that you have to say that, you got to say, hey, la música de, you like the best music in town, the fucking this and even if it may be a lie, even if you don't believe it, it doesn't matter. You got to sound like you believe that shit. You gotta make the people who are gonna buy this believe that shit. And guess what? They make people believe it every time. But I will give it to them, though. They always find different ways to make the game a bit different. Like the season of the Deep has that whole ocean thing, the whole deep sea diving thing, which is kind of strange because if you think about it, what just recently happened with the Titanic, man. Like, what just recently happened with the that's funny how the seasons are themed according to the shit that's gonna happen in the year, right? It's kind of fucking weird, right? I don't know, man. I see weird shit like that all the time. But anyway, the game right now in its state, I say that this game is in the best state it's ever been. And it's just people are so stupid with their needs and their opinions. It's like, who, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. You could say that my outfit looks like shit, but guess what? I'm not gonna give a fuck because I like my outfit. Do I give a fuck what you think about my outfit? No. I'm gonna keep rocking my shit. I'm gonna do whatever I want because why? That's the freedom you get in this game. That is the types of freedoms you get in the game. You get to set up your character however the fuck you want. There's nobody can tell you any different. There are gonna be those little fucking stupid tryhard people who are always like, oh, you're wearing, oh, why do you have this? Oh, why are you using, like, dude, shut the fuck up. Just let the guy play the game. That's why people don't come back to the game, because there's always somebody just like, oh, you're a noob and shit like that. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's a video game. Like, you really feel that important? I mean, I understand that a lot of times those people are like under 15, they're under 16. It makes sense, man. They're young. They're gonna talk shit about your gear because I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, some people take this game too serious. They take it way, way too serious, man. And it's like, dude, all right. Like, I don't have to put up with that shit, right? I could just say, hey, I didn't know you before, so it's not gonna make a difference if I don't know you again, So, and it's a video game. Like I said, whenever you play video games, bro, you can't be a fucking douchebag, man. Like, and think that, like, I know the biggest douchebags are the people who are YouTubing, because since they're making money, they get all big-headed and they're like, oh, like, I'm just better than you. I'm better. And you can hear it when they play, bro. You can hear it. You can hear it when they play. I get you're passionate. I get you're passionate, man. I get it and all that. But damn, like, goddamn, like, they literally start hating people because of a video game, bro. Like, that's not right, bro. Like, I feel like that. Like, people can find ways to hate on you just over a video game, bro. Nah, man. These people are not your friends. These people are not good people. They're not right in the head. That's how I see things, man. Like, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I feel that way. I feel like if you're really getting so caught up in the moment because of a video game, you're gonna fucking treat me like shit. Yeah, that's not good, man. That is not good. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I know I get angry when I play games, man. But I'm playing solo games, man. I'm not sitting here talking shit to the other person. I'm not sitting here doing that. I'm not trying. I'm like, even when I go into a game with somebody, I try to play as a team. And I do notice that people don't like to do that either. People just like to hog everything. People just like to do everything. It's a multiplayer game, but they don't like to play as a team. That's great, man. That makes no sense whatsoever. But that's how people play this game. That's how people play this game. People always are like, "Oh, I'm better than you." Like, "Oh, nice, yeah, you're good at a video game. Wow, great." See, and that's the reason why I don't stream this game, because I know how toxic it is. I know how the people are, bro. Like, I don't normally stream this game because of how people are in this game. The way that people treat each other in this game is just stupid, bro. And it's like, okay, yeah, we can have fun and all that. And look, man, I'm gonna be real serious. Like, I'm gonna be real straight up with y'all. Like, in online gaming, bro, when you meet people, you're meeting these people, so you're making acquaintances. You're not making friends, bro. Like, yeah, you could make friends to have good time and all that, but you're trying to go in there to complete shit. So it's almost like a job, bro. Like, if you go through a LFG, I'm not gonna go in there, disrespect somebody and be like, hey, let's do a raid, and then I'm just gonna sit there, and have them wait on me. And have them waste their time, sitting there doing nothing because I gotta wait, because he has to wait for me to do some bullshit. It's like, no, bro. Like, you treat it like respectfully, bro. Like you would treat anybody in the real world. It's just some people are not what they are in the real world. Like their video game self is somebody else that is not in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't be real. People can't be. It's like their realness is when you can't see them. Like that's who they really are, bro. Like people are really who they are when nobody can see the real person behind them. You know, they make themselves look like who they want to be, and that's not who I am. That's not who I am, bro. I'm gonna be straight up myself, always, all the time. I don't give a fuck who is who, what is what. Fuck it, bro. Like you say fuck you to me, fuck you too. That's not how it is. That's how it is, man. You know? I'm not gonna be like, oh no, no, okay. No, just fuck you too. I'm out. Peace. I'll never see you again. That's how it is. That's how it is, man. It's just I feel like people take it to the extreme to where it's like you let somebody get away with one thing and then they think they could get away with more. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it in video games. That's how it is because there's no repercussions. You know, there's nobody's gonna tell you something. Nobody's gonna tell you anything after. You're just gonna get muted. You're just gonna get deleted. No, you're not gonna talk to those people again, and that's it. I feel like that is also a problem because there is no repercussions. There is nothing there limiting them from being like, oh, well, you should kill yourself or something like that. That's fucked up, you know? And it's like, okay. But in that situation, man, you got to blame the people. You have to blame people for being that way, not the gaming company, because the gaming company has no control over what somebody's going to say or what they're going to do or how they're going to act, you know? You gotta blame the people. The people have to change. The person that plays the game has to change, bro. Not the game. That's where people are a little stupid, man. Like with that shit. Like they don't realize that maybe they're not causing problems, but there are other people causing problems, and those people who are causing those problems are the ones who are causing the problems. And it's just like, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it unless they stop. And if they don't stop, guess what? It's going to exist always, always, no matter what people do. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what happens. That's why, like, I've never been disappointed by this game. And I will guarantee you, if you just don't listen to people, if you don't listen to how they play the game, if you don't listen to how they do this and do that, you could figure the game out on your own. I don't know if that's something that you've ever done or anybody's ever done to try to figure out the game on their own or try to figure out details on your own, like looking it up or reading it, you know, then you could probably get the most out of a game. But people don't do that. You know, people don't fucking do that. And that's how they drive this narrative of, oh, there's just everything is the same and like all this is the same. You talk about after 9 years, everything is the same. There's no fucking way. This game is not the same. After 9 years, if you look back, this game is way better than D1 was now. Of course, we don't have the best guns that D1 had. There's some D1 guns that are really fucking good. But then again, what does that tell you? That is in another game. That's another game still. And it was another game, but they're transitioning it to this. Like I said, I do feel like they should give us those guns. If you've already had them, if you're a D1 player, they should give you those guns for free. And, you know, like make a whole new DLC with those guns in it. But those few people who played your fucking game, those few loyal people who played your game, give them your guns. But guess what? Money matters more than my opinion. So they're not going to do that. Right? I'm just being realistic. I'm being realistic. I know they got to make money. They got a company. If you were the owner of Bungie, let's just put it this way. If you were the owner of Bungie and you had an opportunity of making billions from just doing this one little, selling your cosmeticables that you think are worth something. I'm sure they think they're worth something. I'm sure they think, I personally don't think all of it is worth anything. I don't think all of it is worth something. But Am I Bungie? No. At the end of the day, they make the decisions. They do what's best for their game, not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what's best for me. It's just people like this is what I'm saying. Like I know we're customers, but it's not like we own the company. We don't pay them for everything. I don't think people realize that. And it's like I can't explain that any better than the way I just explained it there. It's just I don't know, man. People can't have fun. People are always competing. People always trying to be better, have the most views, have the last word. People always have that. Like, and it's cool, whatever. Yeah, hey, man. I personally, my opinion, I don't give a fuck. Simple as that. Simple as that. You know, I have my opinions. If it's an opinion, then it's something that it should be kept personal, right? It's your opinion. It's a personal opinion. But I don't honestly. The majority of people haven't always been right, man, and I'll tell you that much right now. The majority of people, the masses, the people who vote are always trying to get in there, acting like their fucking opinion matters and shit. Those are the people that opinions are just being thrown into the trash because yeah, they're listening, but that's it. They're just listening. They're just seeing. They're analyzing. You know, they're gonna intake what you just said, and then from there they're gonna give us what they want. You know what they're gonna give us because like look, for example, there was a cosmetic on here. It was a cosmetic from Halloween, right? Well, the previous time that they brought that Halloween cosmetic, that cosmetic looked way different and way better and nicer and cleaner. And then one time, the community decided, hey, we want these cosmetics, we want these Halloween ones. They've got to bring it back. Y'all got to bring it back. And they're like, well, we'll give you an option. We'll give you an option. We'll give you an option between these two. This one that y'all wanted from back then, or this one that we just made new that they look like Gundam characters. Would you like that one instead? And everybody was like, oh, that's a new, like, oh, like they went for the new one. Why would they go for that older idea if they're gonna go for the newer one they've never even seen before? They're gonna be like, yeah, I'll take that, you know? I don't know, man. It's hard to please people, man. So honestly, I don't blame Bungie for anything. Honestly, I think that Bungie is actually thriving right now. Hence, they're making Marathon. There's a game called the Marathon that they're in the works right now that's apparently going to be extremely huge because all the fucking YouTubers are already talking about it. Of course, the Destiny YouTubers, guess what? They hate it. Why? Because the bigger YouTubers are going to take Marathon. Why? Why else? Why else? Why else would they be mad? The bigger YouTubers that are going to cover Marathon are going to completely destroy these guys. You guys don't understand that. Like people don't understand how simple that equation can be. It's just people look at their influencers and they listen and take everything they say instead of just taking bits, just bits, not everything, because you got to remember, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. If it's not fact, if it's not something, if you say, oh, well, that means it's an opinion. It's not, well, the truth is, the fact is, you know, this and this and that, then that's where it becomes fact. I get that. Like I would, like everything, like the money shit, the whole in-game currency thing, all that, I get that. Like I understand that. But everything else is based on opinion. Like all this other shit, like all this thing about like repeated guns and all this, guess what? If you don't play the game every day and you're not using these guns that you're talking that you have sitting in your vault, if I don't see you doing that, bro, don't tell me that that's your argument. That's all I'm saying. You know, if people want to play, if people really wanted to play the game, they would play it and they would find ways to play it. It's just they don't like it, and that's it. Like I don't see why people have to act like, oh, it's just, yeah, like my favorite game, and like, dude, it's okay. Like, it's your favorite game, but it could be a game that you just stop playing at one point too. Like I don't see how, it's a personal thing. It's possible to do that. But if you don't, like, there's nothing wrong with the game, really. There's nothing wrong. Like, if you have your reasons why you don't like it, that's fine, man. And honestly, I will listen to anybody's opinion on why they think that the game is not good, and I will tell you mine. I will tell you exactly how I feel, and I will. If my opinion contradicts your opinion, or not contradicts it, but not, because it's opinions don't have contradictions, because your opinion is what you like. So there is no I can't contradict what you're saying. I'm saying I can have my opinion can definitely differ. It could differ from yours, because depending on how I've played the game. And honestly, I've been playing it, like I said, since year 2 of Destiny 1. I've been playing it since D1. So, I have my opinions on the game. I'm not going to listen to somebody tell me, oh, I don't like it because the cosmetics yeah, I don't think that that's right. I get it, but it's not a reason for me to stop playing the game. There's plenty of guns in the game. There's a lot of guns actually in the game. There's a lot of new perks in the game, that's where I'll give it to Bungie, man. Bungie just knows how to come up with perks, man. Like, they got these great, amazing rolls that you can get in these guns, and makes these guns very like relevant to the times, And bro, I just think that people can't see that. Like, I've been playing since year 1, man. Like, I can see what they're trying to do. Of course, like I've told somebody, big shout outs to the homie Gorilla, man. Like I was telling him, man, like, there's a lot of shit that they could have done a long time ago. And they're doing it just now. That's where they fucked up. Their timing is where they fucked up. If anything, if you could say they fucked up, because they still have a lot of activity in this game. They still have plenty of activity in this game. But if you could say they fucked up anywhere, man, the timing. Timing is everything when it comes to making the right moves, Timing. And I would say that that's their flaw. The timing, and not just that, but they had all these things that happened with Activision. They bought their rights off of, they rebought their rights from Activision, the shit that they could get from them, because of what was happening with Activision and the situation with their, shit. And I'm not gonna talk about that because it's all political bullshit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about Activision, I'll tell you that much too. But there's not a lot of companies that I actually give a fuck about, because they don't give a fuck about me, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about Blizzard. Like, I stick with the games that I like. Like, I like the game. Like, if the game is good, I'll go with that game. But these companies, they're not there to help you, man. People don't realize that these companies are there to make money from you. Like, and people really think that, like, yeah, if the people are saying, hey, we're gonna stop playing this game, like I said, if you don't like it, stop playing it. Get why? That's gonna defund them. That defunds the company that you don't like. So that's what you got to do. You stop playing the game. Let me see what I got over here. See, and all these guns right here, people will say, man, yeah, but those guns look like the Queen's guns from D1. And it's like, man, do you know how many of those guns existed? Really? Not very many. Not very many at all. And guess what? This has like a whole set of guns, a whole set of guns that look like that. They don't look like extremely great. I honestly don't like the way they really look. But that all leads into it being a 9-year old game. The I'm telling you guys, the people that made the game originally, guess what? All those people that were working on it, they're not even there no more, bro. Like a lot of those people some of them got fired, some of them got moved, bro. So the aesthetics, the creativity, it changes. It fucking changes, man. And people don't intake those reasons. They don't intake that. And then it's like, okay, well, that maybe that's their best. Maybe that's the best that they could do. Like I can't be like, or I mean, of course they could be doing some predatory shit and just be like, why are we giving them these nice looking armor sets? Well, we could sell them the nice ones and give them the generic looking ones on this battle pass. Hey, I knew that. I knew this. There's a reason why I'm saying that, because hey, I knew that that's something that they would do a long, long time ago, man. But I accepted that. I know that's probably wrong, but the thing is, I'm buying it at $100, bro. I'm not buying it separately. People who buy it separately, man, I understand you. You're gonna spend more. You're gonna spend nearly $150, $200 just on buying all four. The expansion, the 3 seasonals after that. So that's $100 for all that. So you're paying $25 for all that. So the initial one, when you buy it the first time, it's $49.99. So $50 already. That's $50, and then you gotta pay. I think it's 25. It's $130 that you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay $30 extra. You're saving yourself $30 extra. And honestly, like if you really like this game, you would do that every year that comes up. You would have money saved. Trust me, I've done that. I did it. I did it. So that's why I'm saying that. That if you really like the game and you were like, oh, you know what, I really like what's happening there, I'm gonna buy the entire game. Me, I'm a fan of the game, man. Like I like the game. I just buy it already. But I recognize the fact that Bungie did start the shady business. They started that whole shady bullshit, and maybe it's because they got in with Blizzard. I don't know, but Blizzard, you need to back the fuck out of that, because people do not like that shit. And Bungie, if Bungie does that with Marathon, oh my god, people are gonna be, or at least the Bungie people are gonna be pissed, because I know that people who play Fortnite, people who play Warzone games, people who play Battle Royale games, people who play Battle Royale games know exactly where this is going. If you know that you have to, like this game, you gotta grind for silver dust, right? Or for silver dust is like real money in this game. Like you're literally collecting silver dust. It's like you're mining. It's like you're mining crypto. I'm telling you guys, that's what it is. It's the truth. It's like you're mining crypto for them. It's like you're playing the game, you're consistently playing the game, and you're getting silver dust. You collect so much silver dust. This is silver dust right here. Or no, bright dust, my bad. This is silver. This is the actual money. But this is like silver dust. Bright dust is like silver dust, but in the game. So, but bright dust, you collect it by doing challenges. So you collect shit like, let me show you guys. So they got seasonal challenges, right? You could get from here, from the seasonal pass. This is just ranking right here. There it is right there. That they give you 2,000 right there. That's free money. Do you know how much 2,000 bright dust can be, it's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's free money, bro. Like, that is free money. Bright dust is free money. If you buy the battle pass, they give you free money, and they give you free ornaments that you can add to your weapons every season. Every season they have ornaments that go up every week, and those are basically, they're telling you, here, we're giving you this money right here so that you can go buy that. That free, that one, okay, they didn't give us one that's shady right there. They didn't put it here this week. That kind of move is shady. That stuff is shady. But they're directing what they want you to get, man. That makes sense, doesn't that? Doesn't that make sense? Hey, we're gonna give you this money. You could buy these if you want, or you could save that bright dust if you want for the next season. If you didn't like those, if you want, maybe next season you could find it and get it for free next season. But you gotta wait for it. Keep playing the game. Keep play. Makes sense, no? I think I would say that makes sense, right? You know, in a company standpoint, they're still trying to make money from it. You know, I'm not paying. I don't. Do I really like it that much, or can I just get it for free? Because guess what? You also get an engram that could possibly give you that fucking weapon. Guess what? And guess what? They didn't have to do that though, right? Like, they didn't. You know, it's just, see, I bought that one. Guess what? They gave it to me for free. They gave it to me for free. I used that bright dust they gave me, and I bought it for free. I didn't have it before. Why? Because I don't just look at something and just be like, oh my God, I gotta have it now. Like, no, if it's nice, guess what? Yes, I want it. I want it if it's nice. If it's not, I don't give a fuck. It's gonna sit there. I'm not gonna buy it. Like, I get people want everything in the game, and guess what? They don't use it. I know this for sure because I know how people play this game. Like, I've been playing it for many years, man, consistently, consecutively. So I know how people play this game. And I'm not saying like I know how to play the game. Like, I know how to do some stuff, man. I'm not extremely knowledgeable. I don't know all the lore and shit. I don't get into the game like that. I'm not a Destiny 2 streamer. I'm not I'm not affiliated with any companies. I don't my opinions are strictly unbiased because they have no connections to these companies. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm the type of person that likes to invest in a game that's going to have content all year round. If the game does not have content all year round and it's not going to satisfy my craving of playing a game, then I don't want to put my money in that. I don't want to put my money in something, and especially like if I've already, like Diablo 4, man, I do want to play that game a lot, man. I do want to play the game a lot, but I've already played Diablo 2. I've already played Diablo 3. The only thing they changed is that they zoom into the fucking characters and they have cutscenes. Why didn't they do that in Diablo 2? Like I'm saying, it's all about timing. It's all about timing. If they thought of it at 4, nah, bro, I'm good. I had my fun though. I did like the game during 2, so cool. I had my fun though at this point, but I'm no longer gonna fund the game if it's not, you know, interesting me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fund a game that's not interesting to me anymore. It's like it was at one point, and it's just not anymore. So I'm not gonna fund it. You know. But I do see people who do like buy the game and they don't play it at all. Like it's crazy, man. Like I don't see how. And that happens like with every game though. Like every game. Like I can guarantee you that I play every game that I have. Like I've played. You could say that I've really put time in most of the games that I've played. Like I've at least had 2 or 3 or 4 hours in those games. And I mean, the thing about PlayStation or the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, you can check how much hours you have. Like it tells you right there. And I can guarantee you, you will see a lot of the times people think that they've played a game a lot, and then you go to check those hours, and I'm telling there's people who really play these games, man. And I just feel like there's a casual, and then you got your hardcore, you know. And it's like only a very limited amount of games that will meet you in the middle, like that will have the perfect combo to mix and match both types of people, of players, you know. But if there is no middle ground, there's either going to be a hardcore base that's constantly being toxic to these like very limited amount of newer people, you know. And then or it's going to be all casual, and then you're going to have your very few people who play it hardcore, and they're going to be like, which I honestly, I would put myself in that situation where this game now, it's more of a casual game. Like, this is the type of game that you would play casually, because you can go in there, you could finish your strikes, you can finish your crucible, you could do all that, and now it reverted to going to casual. You know, that's hence the in-game currencies, hence all that shit, and that's why there's your Fortnites exists, because that has a good way of there's a common ground at one point, and people see that, so they play it often, you know. But games like this, like Destiny 2, can really, really they could really take over that, because they actually have a PvE aspect, at which I know all these other companies started adapting that. They have to find a way to adapt that, where it's like PvE or player versus everything. You know, like player versus everything versus player. So that's something that exists in this game. This game has something that not a lot of other games has, and it's Gambit. Gambit is a player versus environment. Like, not a lot of other games have ever had something like that. Gambit is not the most loved mode in the game or anything like that, but it's still something different that you're not gonna get in another game. I can literally sit here and sit down and play this game with people without having to look for them. I do have to look for them, though, for certain activities. But that's when you get into the hardcore part, man. Like, once you get hardcore into the game, you will know that you really do have to get hardcore into the game, though. Because if you don't get hardcore into the game, yeah, you're definitely not going to experience what there is to experience in the game. You're only going to get a half-ass experience. If you only play the campaign and up to that point, and that's it, that's all half-ass experience. You're not getting the entire full experience. You're not doing the raids. You're not doing all the other dungeons, because you got to be at level. You got to play the game to be at level, you know, which now they're changing it. So they're making it casual. They're about to end the game. It's just people don't realize that's what it's going to. The game is about to end. That's just what it is. It's been up for 9 years, man. Come on now. People gotta understand that at a certain point, bro, like, I'm ready to stop spending on this game, bro. Like, I want to see something new, man. Like, this is a great game, dude. I love it. I will always love this game. I will always be a fan of this game. Always. But it's time, man. Like, it's time for it to, or for Bungie at least, to see something new, man. Like, these new guys that are working there at Bungie, I mean, they're different people, man. They're different. They have different minds. They're making different content that I don't really like at all. Like, I don't like a lot of it. I'm not gonna say at all, because I like the weapons a lot. Like, the new weapons that are coming out, bro, they just never cease to impress me with just the types of weapons they come out with. But the aesthetics, the cosmetics, which is stupid, I know I'm asking for too much because it's just cosmetic, but still, like, I want the aesthetics to look great, man. I don't know about you guys, but I want the aesthetics to look like Kingsfall aesthetics, man. Kingsfall was what got me into the game, and will continue to get me into the game. Like, I mean, will continue to be what got me into the game, because I still love the Kingsfall raid more than any other raid in the game. That was my favorite raid of all time, man. The Kingsfall raid. I have a few runs that on that. I have a master run from D1 that I did with the old clan. Big shout outs to the Unclouded Minds, man. Big shout outs. Unclouded Minds is the same thing as Nine Halls of Death. The same thing. It's the same fucking thing. But big shout outs to them, man. We were doing that back in those days. Back in those days, we were doing master shit. So it's not like I didn't get to experience the game at all. I played the game. Like, I played the game more than some people, you know? So I experienced it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's time. It's time for there to be another game, man. Like, a new game, a good game. Maybe I even think that there needs to be a new company. I don't want to fuck with Bungie if they're gonna be doing transaction shit like that. I don't want to fuck with them if they're gonna be doing that. I don't. So what I want is a new company that's not taking advantage of us like that, man. Come on, like a company that's actually there to help the gamer, you know. But I feel like if there's money involved, bro, if there's money to make, there's always gonna be shady shit. If there is money to make, you're always gonna get shady shit. It's just, you gotta take advantage of those games that are not doing it at the time. That's what it is. You gotta play it early on. If you don't play it early on, that's where it's gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice move by me, though. I got down there and I fucking I tried to have the other guy shoot him to death, but that didn't work out. But yeah, like I was saying though, things have a lot to do with money, man. Money is the biggest threat to any game. But that's how else are they gonna make it, right? So it's just, you can't win. There's no winning unless we get rid of money or some shit, you know. But you know, I'm sure people laugh at that idea because it's laughable, man. Like, it's like, yeah, sure, they're just gonna stop making money out of nowhere.
You're nearly there. Fill the bank. Get that primeval up. Our invaders down, but they nabbed a kill.
I'm just saying, like, this game has a lot of shit that you could do. Like, right now we're doing a player versus environment. So we're playing against them, another team, and we're playing against these enemies. These, like, bro, come on, like, what other game has all of it? They have raids, dungeons. They have Grandmaster Nightfalls. Those are all activities that you can do with people. And people are complaining about the guns. Like, it's not even about playing the game no more. It's just about hating it.
Finish this before they do. Invaders out. You'll get them next time. Primeval compromised. Take it out. You're ahead.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. I feel like people don't really express their opinions. I feel like people express more what other people say, you know? I feel like they express more what they're hearing from somebody else rather than making up their own minds. And like I'm saying, more casuals play this game. So I feel like the casual is not gonna have the right opinion on the game. So there's more casuals playing the game, and their opinion is, you know, being shit. Where's he at? Ooh, yeah, but their opinion is being put out more, and then of course, who do the YouTubers cater the most to? Who do their views come from the most? From the casual, man, the person that's not playing hardcore, that doesn't know what to do, you know. I don't know, man. Like it makes a lot of sense to me. I just feel like some people don't want to hear that. Like some people don't want to hear that they don't play it hardcore. They don't play it like a hardcore player. So why would you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they trying to do right now? They're trying to make money. So who are they going to listen to? The casual, the one that's going to spend the money, the one that's going to make the views. Reason why the YouTubers are mad, because they're going to go watch Marathon. And guess what? Who's going to go stream Marathon? The bigger YouTubers. I'm just saying, man, I'm being honest here. I'm not trying to be negative or nothing like that. I'm being realistic. The game is in its way out. That's it. People don't.
Invaders out. You'll get them next.
I don't know, man. I feel like social media is definitely ruined people's brains.
The enemy team's about to win this. Get moving.
And I see it all the time too, man. I see it all the time. Like, you can go into anything, any social media, and you could see it. The narratives being created all over the place.
Round's done. Opposing team defeated their prime evil.
But I mean, that's how it is, man. That's how this game is. That's how this world is, man. It's money. It's a money oriented. Here, hold on. I'm gonna accommodate them, even though it don't really matter. This is also another stupid idea they thought of, but hey, man, whatever. I don't know why they did this, and this all has to do with like ranking, and it's like they got like this whole leadership type of bullshit, and it's like, man, dude, you know how much more competition you're putting into the game now. All these people are feeling like really big headed because they're at 11, bro. Like, dude, who gives a fuck if you're at 11? Like, who gives a shit? Like, I get that you're working hard at it. I get it. It took me a while to get to 10. I get it, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's just something I'm doing for myself. Like, at the end of, when I get to 10, I'm not gonna be like, oh, fuck you, motherfucker. Are you at 10? Fuck you, motherfucker. Are you at 10? No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. That's the thing. And some people, this is what I'm saying. Like, I've been playing this game for a while. So I know that some people are like that. I know it. And trust me, I've tried, like, my goal when I started the clan was to get people who are not like that. That was the goal, man. The goal was to get people who are not consistently being stupid because they just feel better or superior to other people because they feel like they could play a game. And because, trust me, I experienced that, maybe not to myself, at myself, and maybe even I did it a few times, you know, when I first started playing the game, because I was treated a certain way too, man, trust me. So when I got to a certain point and I was really good at the game, I was like, man, if you're not this and you're not that, man, get the fuck out of here. I would do that, man, trust me. I know, but I don't, trust me, I grew from that. So I learned. That's what I'm telling you. I love this game to the point to where, like, I saw a lot of things. I grew with the game. Like, it's just like, hey, man, I don't give a fuck. Like, we have this motto that's we're here just to play games, man. We're here to have fun, bro. That's it. That is it. That is it. Nothing else more than that. Having fun. There's no commitment to, oh, you gotta be here. Oh, you gotta do this. Oh no, you gotta be that, and you gotta be this. No, I mean, of course, be respectful, be kind, be, mind other people's fucking time. That's all. I would think that that is common sense. But you would be surprised, man. You will be surprised how some people don't see things that way. And like I tried to have that embedded into the clan, because that is what we do not want in a game or in a situation where you're trying to have fun, man. And that's it. That is it. But anyway, look. So they also have nightfalls, by the way, that you could do. You could do grandmasters. You could only do that if you have the DLC, though, the current expansion. I mean, and there's legend. These raids that you could do. There's a prophecy dungeon that you could do. It's a lot of shit that you could do, man. Like there's eternity, which this is the 30th anniversary expansion, or the little event that came with it. The helm has some stuff, but that's not the free. The free stuff is definitely gonna be all right here. All these 4 logos right here have free shit for people who play the game, the play to trial game, because it's a trial, man. People don't. I guess they're like, oh, get the free game. It says free on there because it is a free trial, but all the demos just say free on them too. They don't say free demo. It doesn't say demo after on the PlayStation Store. It doesn't say that. It just says free. It does that for everything that's free, even the monthly games. It doesn't say this is a free PS Plus monthly game. It says no, free. It just says free on there. That's it. There's no explanation about why it's free. It's just free because that's what it is. A free demo or a free trial, a free whatever game, free PS Plus game. It's just what it means. I feel like some people are trying to be slick with the wordplay, and maybe they're trying to be slick with the play too. You know what I'm saying? So that you can look at it and be like, oh, but what does that all have to do with? That's all promotional. That's all. How are they going to make money off of you? How, if you buy into the shit, that's your fault, right? Yeah. Because all they did is put out a message. You intook that message and you went for it. So it's like, there's no other person to blame if you buy something that's shitty besides yourself. At that point, it's like, take the loss and move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Take the loss and just move on, and that's it. But anyway, oh wait, hold on. You know what? Let's do one more little event here. Let's do the nightfall. So you guys can see, and this is actually, wait, is this match? No, that's not match made. See, these are not match made. I think that's where they fucked up too. Like, these should be match made. They should be, man. Like, I should be able to go in there and do a master. Maybe not a grandmaster. I get the grandmasters. You got to find the right people for that. But you could find the right people for the grandmasters in here. You could do all your searching in there. If they would just make this match made, you could do all your searching in there. And if they will allow you to in-game audio, you can talk to the people there and say, hey, would any of you guys be interested in doing a grandmaster? Like, let's go try it out. You could do that, but they don't work on. They said they were going to put an in-game LFG. Guess what? They didn't do that. That would have been the best idea, that rather than this stupid ass fucking ranking system. Like, it doesn't even tell you who ranked you. It doesn't tell you anything. So it's like, how? Why would I want to be like, oh, are they trying to base their, like, how many votes you got off of it? Or I don't understand. Like that, it's the dumbest way of trying to LFG that I've ever seen. Like, if anything, at least, like, they've done it on the app, but the app sucks. The app lags. You get errors. all this shit. If anything, if they wanted to fix anything, if they wanted to fix anything, they should fix these things. They should, because that's what's breaking the game down right now. The thing that's breaking the game down, because people would pay the money. People would, if it wasn't, you're constantly getting errors and shit, constantly doing shit like that, and it just, I don't know, man. But yeah, it's the game is packed with shit, man. It's just, I think people they get tired of it, you know. I'm tired of it, you know. I'm ready for it to be over, because honestly, I spent a lot of games, man. I mean, a lot of money. Spent a lot of money, man, on this game. And I mean, if you think about it, it's nearly $1,000 that I've spent in 9 years. But I mean, in 9 years, that's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's been 9 years of content, man. Like, I don't know what else I could, like, I don't know what else I could say to, like,
Guardian, we've picked up a high gain transmission. Origin point is somewhere
change the perspective there, because I don't know. It's time, man. It's time. Like I said, I feel like we need a new company. I feel like we need a company that's not taking advantage of us. I feel like there should be a company that's, if they're going to charge us for a game, give us our full content. If they're going to make another expansion, make it a real expansion, man. Like, give us a good expansion. Make us a real expansion, man. Like, give us another game, basically. You can sell me the expansion at the price of a new game. I don't give a fuck. As long as it's as big as the game that it was initially, I'll buy it. I will buy it. Trust me. Trust what I'm telling you, Bungie. If you could trust what I'm telling you, you would definitely make some money. It just has to be big, man. Damn, this was a crazy nightfall. The worst at nightfall. I remember people had a glitch where you could go underground and then do the transmitting from under it. That was wild, man. And then people wonder why they like nerf shit and why they change the game, because they're literally breaking the game and then putting it out there. They're literally dry snitching on themselves and then fucking up the whole game for everybody. But that's how it is, man. That's how this game is, man. Alright, yeah, that was way off. I'm getting a contacting Destiny service for some reason. Yeah, the servers are going bad right now. Why? I don't know, man. I think they're just like kind of. I think Bungie's kind of like, man, fuck this game. I mean, dude, I understand completely though. Like the way this community is, man, bruh, I understand them completely. If they want to get to another game already, man, shit, I get it. I get it. I mean, I'll probably be playing Marathon for sure, man. Marathon is probably a game I will be playing. I'm not sure though, because honestly, like, if it's gonna be like extraction based, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want to do that. That's not my kind of game. This is a really old strike, by the way, guys. Like, really fucking old. It's like one of the oldest. Like, this is one of the oldest strikes in the game right now. But, honestly, bro, I don't mind the strike. Like, some people are like, oh, they're bringing back old shit. Man, I don't give a fuck. Some of the new shit that they're making is ass. Why would I want to play it? Why would I want to do that when I know I could get something good with this one? And this is a D1 strike that I actually liked. Yeah, these guys were mad helpful. Oh wow. It just caught me at the end there. How did I get hit? I don't know. Nice. Nice. There we go. Nice. These guys got arc. It's probably arc surge week or some shit, or day. I think it's weekly, the way they do it. Yeah. It probably is Arc Surge. Yeah, but I mean, see, like, I don't have to find people to play with though. That's the thing. Like, for shit like this, I don't have to sit there and like be like, oh, I gotta go find 6 people now to, which you have to do for a raid. But there's a lot of 6-man activities now that you don't need to find people for. It's over. Nice. You guys are good. Oh, I got an exotic. Or did I? Oh yeah, it is an exotic. What? I can't pick it up though. Oh, there it goes. Nice. I wonder what I got. Shout outs to these guys. We must study. We must study them. Accommodation. Oh, this guy left. All right. Cool, cool. All right. Yeah. I don't know what's going on right now, but my connection is fucking up. Anyway. But yeah, man, I just wanted to do a quick update in State of Destiny right now, man. Like I said, this game is definitely on its way out. And that's just what it is, man. Like I think people should be happy that we're gonna get another game, and that this game is just getting saturated with uh. I mean, I don't even know, man. Like, there's nothing really wrong with it, really. To tell you the truth, I mean, like I said, if you're a fan of the game and you're buying it consistently, you're not gonna have a problem with the DLCs. Trust me. Like having to be like, why I gotta pay $29 for this? When when you buy the $100 version, you get all of them for $25. Like, well, it's just a choice thing, right? I would think, like, you got it right there, or I mean, it may be a timing thing too for you, But I try to always. I already know when the game's probably gonna drop the new DLCs. I already know when they're gonna do it because I've been playing this game for, like I said, a few years already. So I know their patterns already, and it's just like people seem to not know their patterns. And then there's people who are like, oh, I'm the one that first thought of that, or like, I'm the one, bro. If you have common sense, you would have known already. You would have been part of the people that are, been open, had their eyes open to that. It's just. So, like, they're even trying to capitalize off of that, bro. Like, the YouTubers are even trying to capitalize off a video that one guy made that supposedly he's like saying that, oh, if this happens now, like, bro, it was happening already. Like, what I don't understand, like, why. I don't know, man. Some people think they're just like the source to know. And it's like, man, sometimes even those sources, they can be wrong, and when they don't know, when they don't admit that, is when all things fail. But anyway, other than that, that is gonna be it for this. a huge rant video, man, which honestly I really wanted to have though, because like Destiny 2, like I said, it's on its way out. There's a lot of people still saying the same shit, still saying the same exact shit, the same narratives, the same things that have been said since the beginning of Destiny. They're still saying now. And when the game has an even bigger following, has more activity than it did at one point, it's so weird, man. Like it's just odd. Like, of course, right now I'm assuming there's not as much activity as there was during Taken King. Come on now, come on now, y'all know Taken King during the Taken King was when there was the most activity. After that, if there was activity, bro, that's a win for them, because like it hasn't been as good since. Forsaken was great, but who died in Forsaken, man? Cade 6. And now what are they doing? Since the game is about to be over, they're like, oh, let's bring Cade back. Like, okay, he's been gone for years, and now he's like, let's bring him back. Hey, I mean, it's cool though. Like, I like it. I like it. But people will be like, hey, man, that's a reskin. You know? They're going to be like, that's a reskin of a character. It's Cade 7 now or whatever. I don't know, man. People are never going to be happy, man. People can never have enough of anything. And to those people, I say, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be happy. Never gonna be happy if you can't have enough of anything, bro. Like, if you can never have enough of anything, you're never ever in your life going to be happy with anything you do, because you just don't have enough of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna work out. Like, you gotta take breaks, man. You gotta rest. You gotta clear your mind of everything else that's not helping you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not helping you, then you gotta work on what's going to help you. Other than that, that is going to be it for this video. Big shout outs to all the homies in Texas, man. Shout outs to 9 Holes of Death. And shout outs to all the subs, man. Everybody that stops by every now and then to show love, man. I appreciate you guys. And to all the Bungie community, man. I hope everybody can be peaceful. And I hope everybody can stop trying to act like they're better than everybody else, and just at least try to help new people, see why we enjoyed the game. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of trying to help people see why you enjoyed the game. You know? And but anyway, other than that, I hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.